It appears we are live on YouTube. It will appear soon that we are live on Facebook, and we are live on Facebook. I think it's always so very difficult for me to tell with Facebook's technology, and I'm going to comment more directly on that in a moment here, but welcome. It's Saturday, the 23rd of August. Almost 8 months of the year have happened, and I am asking the question, basic question, real question. Are you happy? Are you content? Is your marketing and sales value, trust, strategy working, meeting your expectations, not meeting your expectations? It is not slowly becoming, it's very, very quickly becoming a major issue. And we'll talk about that in a second. But I made a very strategic business decision about 10 days ago. And today will be the first day that I execute the concept. I have been producing on Facebook for over 5 years, probably about 6 years, and daily, I am seeing things in my publishing that really I question. I do not trust Facebook technology. Changes are being made all the time. New algorithms are being made all the time. Now, that's absolutely Facebook's right to do it. They own the website. And so they have every right to make any kind of rules they want. But as I have been evolving the SmallBizDavid, Grandpa David stories on Facebook, and I published business stories in LinkedIn. They get a link to whatever I am producing at this moment. It will be a YouTube URL in LinkedIn that I will be placing. It became very, very obvious to me that I would have to separate out personal Grandpa David kind of stories versus SmallBizDavid AI Bot stories. Today, you are going to start to graphically meet the SmallBizDavid AI Bot. And it's very special what's going to happen. And I am going to wait until the end of the video to tell you why it's that phone, that Android, and the SmallBizDavid AI Bot is very, very special now to me. So the decision I made from a publishing standpoint, right now, this is being viewed live on Facebook to my friends and followers in Facebook land. And I've been very much concerned about what I have seen from the Facebook Meta, not just Facebook, the Meta bot, and what it is doing and what it has done specifically to things I am publishing. So today, beginning today, the Facebook Live that is being done right now will be deleted at the very end because we are going to be talking about strictly business kinds of things. And I do not want Facebook Meta bot to take advantage of the business information that I am going to be sharing today. Actually, the strange thing about it is information that I am going to be sharing today is coming from the SmallBizDavid AI Bot. Yes, it's me. Um, I have been publishing for 55 years. I have been sharing, telling, publishing, marketing and sales, value, trust stories. And it was actually 17 years ago when, well, I guess it's appropriate to show this. 17 years ago, I published this book, How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Your Small Business? It was a wonderful project, and I was very blessed in that I was able to spend 24/7 to write the book, edit the book, and I even found a printer to collaborate with me in the printing of the book. And it was a pretty difficult job. First of all, it was oversized and it had a spiral binding in it by design, but that created some special problems. Well, I should say problems, I should say challenges. And it would take away from what I was trying to do with the book. So I had no problem with that. But I did not answer any of the 749 questions that I had in the book, specifically because I wanted it to be a workbook where the small business, any business owner, I have 55 years of small business ownership expertise, and students. Back in 2007, when I wrote the book, at that time there were probably very close to 5,000 students in the Cincinnati market that I gave books to and went into their classrooms and talked about business, small business. It was actually elementary grades, middle school, high school, and even I went into a college class, a master's class, and we actually produced a YouTube that evening in that class. And so there are many students that have gotten involved, but since I didn't answer the questions by design, if I had answered the questions, the book would have taken me another minimum 1 year to put all together. This particular book, from from the day a friend of mine said, "David, go home and write a book," from that day until I was actually holding the book up, was 100 days, literally 100 days. And it was a wonderful, wonderful project. But I didn't answer the questions. And so that was the biggest criticism that I got from folks who read the early copies of the book. And so I took it to heart. I took it very seriously. So literally the next, at the earliest possible moment after that, I made the decision to start doing YouTubes to answer the questions in the book. Not necessarily, here's question 712, but with folks I talked to, had conversations with, with the just me way too many times talking myself about whatever the topic might be. Actually, were over 3,000 hours produced, live streamed on YouTube. Well, I have. The number keeps growing, but phase one was 3,000 hours, and YouTube has actually made Google Alphabet has actually made the decision to not make publicly available, in my case, about the first 4 or 5 years. The oldest video I could find is 13 years old. But anyways, I started publishing on YouTube, publishing on YouTube, and I have always said to myself, if you had to do a revised edition of the book, what direction would you take? And I thought about that for a long time. And in fact, starting today, we are taking a new direction. And that new direction is the SmallBizDavid AI Bot. So we will take all of our 55 years of information and just do a AI technology overlay to things that we've already published to create the SmallBizDavid bot, AI bot, with absolutely authoritative expertise of 55 years of marketing and sales, value, trust experiences. And so that is what the bot is all about. So we're taking SmallBizDavid and overlaying a bot. So the design is going to be, well, that's an abstract of that design. That graphic was created in 2010. Actually, it's 15 years old now. Wow! And I'm modifying it to create a bot, but the graphic, the visual of that bot, and so we're having a lot of fun with it. Having a lot of fun with it. The 749 questions that I developed created a small business keyword index of about 1,000 keywords. Now, the fact that I did that is becoming so very, very important in what is happening today. And as I'm going to give you more details for folks who subscribe to the SmallBizDavid AI Bot video email, weekly video email, I will send a copy of all the keywords, because, and here's why it's important, the AI information, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be marketing or sales, whatever, medical, the better the prompt, and they call it the prompt. There's a little, as if you were going to a Google search engine, the Google search engine, you have the space there. In that area, you write your prompt, and based upon your prompt, that is how the AI technology reacts and enhances. So it still goes back to being able to ask the question the very best way to get the best information that you can share in a business sense with the marketplace. So here's a start. Here's a start. These are the words. There's other ones. Actually, interesting enough, the most important thing that I have ever seen in my lifetime of publishing is, in fact, the advent of AI technology, uh, because um, the first keyword here should be AI in today's world, should be AI. And in fact, in my new book, the title of the new book is going to be uh, all the things that we're going to be doing into a book. Is The title of the book is uh, Grandpa David, What's an Entrepreneur? It was a very heartwarming question that my oldest grandchild, Eloise, actually asked me when she was 7 years old, 5 years ago, as she was watching me in the video chats that we did as I watched her grow up and her sisters, and they watched me, Grandpa David. They've always lived in different communities, so our means of communication have been video chat. While Eloise was seeing behind me, it was a different stuff she was seeing behind me, but she saw the word entrepreneur, and she asked me, um, Grandpa David, what's an entrepreneur? And many of you have probably heard the rest of the story, but I'm going to share it anyways because it's very, very special. When Eloise asked me that question, I ranted two sentences that I didn't understand what they were, and for sure Eloise didn't understand. Well, maybe she did, but I didn't understand what they were. But the third sentence that I said to her is, Eloise, I am going to spend the rest of my life, as long as I can continue to do it, to show you what an entrepreneur is. So, Eloise, this is one of the things an entrepreneur does: creates a dream, creates an objective, creates a strategy, and puts them all together to figure out the journey that one wants to take in life. And it's been a wonderful journey for me, and quite exciting. And Eloise, too, I'm going to see you in about a month from today. I'll be in Dallas about a month from today. So I want you to help me develop your bot, what your bot is going to look like, and we will graphically make the cover of the book. When I come to Dallas, you'll help me, and we'll make the cover of Grandpa David, What's an Entrepreneur? But where I'm going with all this is that everybody who becomes a subscriber to the SmallBizDavid AI Bot will get a copy of the keywords so that you can begin to ask yourself the questions that you need to ask yourself to create more value to your business in the marketplace. And the more that you share that information, the value, that's where people start to build the trust. And in today's world, which is out of control, uh, trust becomes the key issue. A person will invest their dollars, spend their dollars with another entity, a business entity, an individual, whomever, uh, a supermarket, uh, for folks that they trust, with folks that they trust. And that's what the SmallBizDavid AI bot is all about, is to work in that journey, to take the keywords of business, small business, and overlay uh, the AI technology databases that are available to me to share that information with you. Uh, Interestingly, I will be drawing upon three different AI technology sources, databases, knowledge bases, as I just read earlier today. First and foremost is Google, because as you've heard me say, 99% of all the content that I have created in the last, well, as far as Google goes, in the last 17 years, are on Google's Alphabet, Google, YouTube servers somewhere in the Google Cloud is all that information. And I'm just going to be drawing upon that to do an AI overlay. So that's the challenge I have with Google. But to supplement the effort, I have connected with someone I met in cyberspace at least 13 years ago. His name is Dustin Stout. And apparently, and I did not know this about Dustin until, well, actually, he had a wonderful exposure, disclosure of where he is today from versus where he was 5 years ago and what he was doing. And I did not understand what he was doing. If in fact he was building to what he has today, I didn't pick up on it 5 years ago, but I absolutely I've subscribed to his knowledge base, $19.99 a month. I'm at the level 1 of information that will be available to me, database information that will be available to me at the first level. But I can make the statement. I just commented in a social media, I guess it must have been a Facebook posting yesterday, that Dustin has a very, very creative marketing and sales mind, but that is not his major expertise. He's a developer, and a darn good developer to develop what he has done today. It's an amazing story in and of itself. And Dustin, one of these days, you're going to come on live. We're going to have a live conversation of what you've done. And so I will use that. But also, I am never taking my eye off of Chat GPT. And they were, Sam Altman and Chat GPT, and Elon Musk was in the initial crowd, created the AI movement, if you will, and a brilliant thing that they did. They were exactly what I'm doing. They were taking, making available traditional information that someone would find on Google servers. They would now find a deeper knowledge, a deeper database, a deeper dig, if you will, to develop that new information. And Chat GPT has created it. I'm not quite sure if they lead the pack. They probably do. I'm sure they do. But they have a version 5 out now, and I got something about a version 4. I don't know. I got so whenever I can get free information from Chat GPT, I will be doing it without a question. It's wow. People are challenging what Chat GPT had originally created, and they're doing a wonderful job, and that then creates a major problem, a challenge for most people. I see it as the most unique positioning that a business can do. There is now, without a question in my mind, there is now a level playing field of business. The availability of business information, the marketing and sales strategies, how is value and trust built into the equation. There are anybody. Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it myself. one operation person, and we are developing along the lines with the heavy hitters, if you will. So, uh, but our expertise clearly not any kind of information, but marketing, sales, value, trust, information. Taking any one of the concepts, any one of the key words, and uh, I'll get to what you can do when you get that. If you need some help, some assistance, I hate the word help. If you need some assistance, all you need to do is call this phone. This phone does not have a phone number yet. Next week, it will have a phone number. Uh, and that phone number will be made available only to folks who are subscribers to the SmallBizDavid AI Bot video email weekly. Only those folks will know what that number is, and they will be able at any time, unlimited, it doesn't matter, to send a voice, to produce a voicemail that they will leave on the phone, and the SmallBizDavid AI Bot will reply with a next steps statement. That's what we do best, is defining the next steps to move forward. So anybody who subscribes will have, they'll be able to call, leave a voicemail, and get a response from the SmallBizDavid AI Bot. That's pretty much fun. I've said to many folks of recent that I've never had more fun in publishing than I'm having right now. Not that I didn't have fun in the past, but there was a process that you had to do, and I almost bought a printing press one time in my early days. Actually, it was the first, second, the third year that I was in publishing. I almost bought a printing press to print one of the monthly periodicals that I was publishing. Buying it from the printers who printed it for years they started printing it when my father bought it in 1967, and in 1973, when my father passed away, I took it over. Well, my mother and I took it over, and 90 days after working with my mother as a business partner. And by the way, my mother actually passed away 4 years ago, 1 month shy of her 98th birthday. And without question, my mother was my best friend from age 14. From age 14 on. And she heard all the stories. And many of the stories that she heard she didn't like, but she heard them. 100 days into our collaborative business partnership, I said, Mom, I love being your son, but you are stressing me out being your collaborative business partner. True. Well, her father, my grandfather, heard me say that to her, and Grandpa was the CEO of the house of the family, that side of the family, and he looked at me, square in the eye, and he said, "Give your mother $10,000 and do whatever you want to do." And I did. Before my 25th birthday, my 25th birthday present to me was purchasing the publication from my mother. What a great, wow. It was a great experience, obviously, because it brought me here today to talk about it and to reflect upon it and to show how very important it was. And it's appropriate. It's fitting and appropriate that my last official publishing project. I'm not going away, but I'm not going to. I say it. I'm not going to start any more projects. Just build the projects, build the concept, achieve the marketing objectives that I established, and that's always what I have been about. It's not been about how much money can I make doing what I do. It's about creating an objective, a marketing and sales concept project, and working it, doing research on it, and making it work for me. And as soon as it worked for me, then I wanted to expand and share the experiences with other businesses to make it work for them. And that's really what Project 10,000. You haven't heard those words yet. Project 10,000 is all about. All of the things that I'm talking about have been a development within Project 10,000. Project 10,000, the mission statement of Project 10,000 is to digitally publish and produce 10,000 marketing and sales value trust stories. And those stories will be told in all 387 U.S. Metropolitan statistical areas. There's 387 of them in the United States. The system that is built around the program will work in any of the 387 markets. And the beauty of this system is it localizes the effort, because the program, the first system will be installed in Columbus, Ohio, the first of the year. And I am starting to build the concept right now, so it'll take me 4 months to build it and then present it in Columbus. But that same system is available in any market. The Columbus system will reflect what's happening in business in the Columbus market, which could be dramatically different, which is dramatically different from things happening, right here in Cincinnati, where I did all my market research for the project, for the system, was done right here because it was easiest for me to do the research here and the study here. I've lived here for 38 years. And whereas I've not been active in the Cincinnati business market for most of those years, there's only a few years where I actually was. My interests were nationally in cyberspace, what have you. My return to the Cincinnati market locally started about 5 years ago. And it's amazing. And the video email concept that I will share with you very soon, the details of it, were established with the market research, business market research, business marketing sales research that I did right here in Cincinnati. So we're very excited. Why don't I get down now, because you've been listening to me for 35 minutes with me if you're still here, so I better get going. The video email will be mailed weekly. And subsequently, each week the subscriber will get new copy. They will get, there's going to be a lot of concentration on AI and what impact AI has on business. I wanted to share also, just real briefly, a story that I read. The headline, it came from Adweek this week. Eager to embrace AI, marketers struggle with the how. The only how I can share with you, honestly, is what I am doing. But if I can't share, if I don't have an experience in doing what the question asks, I will head you in the right direction to get that information. I've been doing that for a long time, so no problem there. Real briefly, the first paragraph: most marketing and advertising company are serious about adopting artificial intelligence, but there's a problem. Many aren't sure how to go about it, doing it. The reason they aren't is people that can do it are doing it, and the choices are in the millions. Now, I get no less than 10 solicitations a day for me to buy into somebody's AI technology, how they're using it. It might not be their database, but it's how they are doing it. They built an algorithm to get the information that they want to get. We're doing this. That's what we're doing. Don't need yes, many people are unsure about it. A recent survey of Adweek readers shows the biggest barrier for organizations trying to incorporate AI into their daily operations is a lack of skills and know-how. Legal issues and budget concerns also put up roadblocks. Well, yes, the answer, I agree with that, but there are AI technology databases that I see. I don't know if I can trust them, but I see every day databases that can deal with those issues. I will, as I said, and I'll make it very clear, SmallBizDavid AI Bot is only interested in questions about marketing and sales, value, trust. How do you build market? How do you build value? There's no question the most important way, and the data is showing, and I meant to read some other data to you, doing videos. Doing videos is the best way to open the door to building trust with whom you are trying to build trust for whatever the reason. It doesn't have to be business. It doesn't have to be business. I actually use the same principle in Grandpa David kinds of relationships that I have. Let's have a video chat, private, and that's the way that we will best build trust in one another. So, weekly email. Oh, let me say right now before I get to the end, the cost, the annual. Well, I should say the introductory pre-mail charter cost of a subscription is $99. Now, you can divide it out monthly to see how much per month it is, but your capability to leave a voicemail on this phone and get an answer, a next step answer to your question will more, well, if it's a good question, it will more than pay for itself. It'll pay for itself 10 times with the right question. I can Yeah, well, I can guarantee that. Depending upon saying the right question, telling the right question, asking the right question. So only folks who subscribe will be given a number yet to be established. I'm not sure. I'm negotiating with carriers now to see where I can get the where it can do for me what I want done. So people will leave a voicemail, and I will listen to that voicemail, and I will SmallBizDavid AI Bot will immediately respond to the voicemail that we are listening to. That's how it's going to work. How much fun is that going to be? So my challenge to you today is, can we get to 10,000 good, right questions being asked and develop 10,000 marketing and sales value trust stories? That's our challenge today. What other benefits? There are more benefits. SmallBizDavid AI Bot. I told you about personal access. I'm not sure how I am going to do it yet, just because of time availability, but all subscribers somehow, I will perform a marketing and sales triage for every. Well, that could be your question. That could be your question. That's how we're going to take care of that. So it's not necessarily going to be a 15-minute live conversation. It could be if I think it warrants it, but that's how we're going to handle that. Okay, here's where we're going to have some fun. At least one time per month, SmallBizDavid AI Bot will host a cyberspace open house. And we've never, obviously, have never done this before. So we're going to start out with 25 subscribers, businesses, organizations. They fit. Organizations need to have marketing, sales, value, trust stories. Folks will subscribe, and I will somehow maybe just pick a card. It doesn't necessarily have to be the first 25. I do have an offer for the first 100 folks, though. I'll just probably draw names out of a bowl and invite those 25 folks. Or maybe it will be, I will take the 25 best. That's how I'll make the determination. The 25 best marketing and sales value trust questions asked. The first 25 marketing and sales value questions asked will be invited to our first cyberspace open house. Initially, I thought I would make the open house private, but we could bring more value to the marketplace if we made it a public forum, if you will. So that's going to happen to the first 25 good. Well, all questions are good. All questions are good. The 25 best marketing and sales value trust questions I see will be invited. Also, to the personal side, the Grandpa David side of the video email, I'm going to include links to specific, in this case, AARP and WebMD stories, content targeting baby boomers. Obviously, I am a baby boomer. Well, it's not obvious. I am a baby boomer. I became a baby boomer the third year of baby boomerism. For those who don't know the definition of a baby boomer, they were born after 1946 and before 1964. Those 18 years are the baby boomers. Today, as there, I just read a great bit of information. Um, there are 75 million baby boomers still living right now. That number, and well, the subset of those people, there are more people over the age of, I believe I read 60. There are more people living over the age of 60 than the number of children that are living in the country. It's either 50 or 60. That number I'll have to reread it, but those numbers are staggering. Uh, I guess it's a real opportunity for our baby boomers to connect with our grandchildren or great grandchildren, as the case might be. And I guess that's why I'm connecting with Eloise. In 1 month, we're going to put that together, or start to put it together. So a video link, and I already talked about the private access to the phone, and we'll probably find something else, but that's what's going to happen at minimum. Okay, so let's bring a wrap to our, well, I didn't want to. I wanted to get into three. I wanted to get into a conversation of an A business keyword. I already did with the comments I made about AI. A key B business keyword, and I've got 6 of them here. I would say the most important one, there are it's either business strategy or behavioral targeting. Those are the 2 most important B words that we will share. And without question, the number 1 C word is something that any business has to do. We do it so that our businesses continue tomorrow, and that's collaboration. And collaboration takes on different looks, but businesses must collaborate to make things happen. And I can attest to that. So for the first 100 folks that actually subscribe to the video email, in 2007, when I wrote my book, I created this envelope, and on that envelope, I said, give the gift of entrepreneurship learning. Give the gift of entrepreneurship learning. And I used it. I've used it whenever it was appropriate. I've used this envelope design in the last 17 years. I told you in the book is the small business keywords, and it's not practical for me to. And I do have 100 copies of the book in the garage, but it wouldn't be cost effective, because so many of the questions need to be changed, and there'll be too much time spent on that. So the most productive aspect of moving forward would be to take the business keywords. So that will be included, but give the gift of entrepreneurship learning. We are going into the holiday season. You can tell your friend, anybody that you would want to give a 99 gift of entrepreneurship to, you can tell them that the SmallBizDavid AI Bot will guarantee that they get value out of that. And the fact that you are giving that as a gift to somebody, what a nice thing that is, to assist somebody in moving in the right directions in this I've said out of control world that we live in. It's not. It is out of control, but it's definitely challenging, and the challenges can be met, and anybody can do the right thing to meet those challenges. And the right thing would be to subscribe. So if you do want to subscribe, I try to keep things simple. They have to be simple or I won't understand them. Uh, Email me to dleopold@davidsbarter.com. dleopold@davidsbarter.com. The only way that I'm going to keep things from getting out of control is having folks communicate with me via email. I want a minimum of 20,387 folks, business entities, whatever, to be communicating. So send an email, whatever your concern is. Also, how do you pay for it? I, for myself, have created a very easy, simple way for me to pay my bills. And I actually pay my rent every month using Zelle, where my personal banking account is attached to my landlord's personal banking account via Zelle, the technology that they use. And in less than a minute, it takes me to pay my rent to my landlord who lives one story down. How about that? I can send it quicker than with the sciatica that I have. It takes me a while to get down the steps now. That's another thing I forgot to mention real quickly. This is day 8 since this year's sciatica experience came upon me. Up until this year, I've been able to manage the situation myself with things that I do, stretches and different things that I do. But this year, I couldn't. It was out of control on my body. So I visited a chiropractor twice. In the last 8 days, I have visited a chiropractor who did a massive adjustment of my bones, because that's where all the stuff starts. And the challenges are certainly great with 76-year-old bones. And Dr. Mark did a great job. Dr. Sean Mary did a great job. And I thank you, Dr. Sean, of understanding what my pain was and what he could do to start to take that pain away. And he did a great job. There's still a little bit left, but we'll get it figured out. It's actually, I'm going to try to walk a mile today. So we'll see how that works. But that slowed me down. And I had time when it wasn't painful, when a nerve wasn't being hit, to put things together. And we've had a fun week. Getting meeting the challenges that the sciatica was presenting me. It was a very interesting, but it takes dedication and focus, believe me, to make it happen. I have been stretching muscles the way Dr. Sean showed me, things that I have been doing for years on my own. I am spending an hour a day stretching muscles in any way that I can to make them stronger, so that they can better protect the weak bones I have in my body. And then in relieving that pressure, that's where the sciatic nerve, hopefully gets out of play. It's almost all out of play with me now. It's now, I've got it contained to one relatively small area, and it's not going down the lake. So that's a good thing. If it were, I would not be taking a mile walk this afternoon. That's I think, I hope, I have covered everything that I wanted. If I didn't cover something that you want to have covered, you can send me an email for sure. Anybody can send me an email. I have in my archives, but it's my marketing and sales archives, 16,700 emails that have been sent to me over the years. They are my knowledge base that I have archived on Google servers. Oh my goodness, I actually forgot about that. There's 16,000 stories, information, and they have to be marketing and sales. That's or health and welfare of baby boomers. That's what my digital library knowledge base is. Thank you for your time today. Thank you if you're still with me and you've been here for 56 minutes. You are wow. You can take advantage of these wonderful offers that I have presented today. But keep in mind, Facebook folks, if you're still with me, I will be deleting this Facebook. As soon as I turn it off, I will delete it. So if you want to, again, see something or you miss something, everything, all my information is available. I would say 99% is available on Google servers if you know how to get access to the particular servers. But Google, I actually have a collaborative idea that I want to share with the folks at Alphabet, Google, and YouTube, and I am putting my strategy together for that conversation. Thank you, and enjoy your day. Enjoy all your days. And as you know, if you follow me, that I like to end a broadcast, a live stream, with one of my favorite coffee mugs. I don't know who originated the quotation, but do what you love and love what you do. We'll see you soon.